Let's get into Potomac real quick. It's not much that happened on the show. I just want to get into PJ. I mean, not PJ, but TJ.
PJ, that is getting a little more sweet. Um,
Girl, he was
Okay.
rude as hell at that damn table though, acting like a kid because she wasn't talking to him. Ashley Darby was pissing me off, y'all. I have really been trying to like Ashley, but Ashley get on my nerves. It's so hard. I've been trying, I promise. But the smart mouth talking
Mm.
about how this woman didn't need a child. It's like Michael was your child before you had children. Why are you throwing shade at Stacy? What's going on? Like she got on my nerves. But TJ, baby, it's so interesting because people were saying that he was gay at first, and then now they're kind of changing their I'm not really hearing that he's gay anymore after the other night, but I'm hearing that he just hates women. Not that he's gay, he hates
that
women.
is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing he's a born again Christian who just hates women, and it could be both. You could be gay and also hate women, which is a lot of reason why some men who hate women, it's like maybe you should date a man. Well, I think we was talking about that earlier. When
Mhm.
TJ said that's a girl question, it also made me wonder, like, do you have any insecurities around people wondering if you're gay, which is why you were like hard past even answering the question about don't those flowers look pretty?
Mm.
Child. I think she was just trying to make conversation to soften him up after he says,
Mhm.
what he said, watch yourself, don't touch me, get it together, don't touch me. Oh, baby, he wouldn't have had nothing else to say to me for the rest of that
I
night.
don't know what she doing. What is she doing? It's Stacy.
I
Go.
don't think she gonna be with him.
No, but why is she even wasting time with him?
To
Yikes.
not think about that divorce she getting that she really don't want. He's a
Hmm.
space filler.
Mm.
Well, that's all I have for Potomac. Did y'all have anything y'all care to talk about?
No, with a W at the end.
Yeah,
Mia be lying and lying be Mia.
1000%. That's all we can say. But what we can talk about is Married to Medicine.
Let's get into it.
All right. So first things first is that Simone and Quad moved forward, but then they took some steps back after the reunion. And it was because in Simone's case, she feel like Quad saw comments online and started to get in her feelings. And I don't know, y'all. For me, I feel like, and y'all know Quad is not my favorite person on the show. Actually, Dr. Simone is. However, I kind of feel like people process stuff differently, and maybe in that moment, Quad didn't fully process what was happening with what she said because she had so many people coming at her. So
Mhm.
maybe at a later time she felt some way, or maybe she didn't feel a way and it was what Simone said, the fans got her in her feelings, or it could have been that she still felt the way but was like, I ain't even gonna say that, I'm cool, I ain't gonna say that. But when she saw the comments and shit, it probably pissed her off again a little bit because the feelings never fully went away, so I just feel like Simone is making this a bit harder than what it has to be. And I'm okay if you don't like Quad and you ain't rocking with her, but don't say that you want a better friendship and then want her to be held accountable. Know that you need to apologize, and then you don't.
Mm.
So as much as I love Dr. Simone, I am slick understanding where Quad came from, because to give an explanation to show how you were there for her, you didn't really have to go into detail, which I do believe she went into full detail about the passing of her family member, but they didn't
Mhm.
they didn't show us all of it. I feel like they
They
edited
did.
some of
They
it
didn't really
out.
talk about it.
And I think that was kind of, yeah. I think she apologized.
I
I'm
think
a
it's
go ahead, Nisi.
I think it's exactly what you said. I think it's fair for her to have time to process what happened, and then if you want to be mad about it, you can. Because I mean, sometimes I do that shit. You be having to reprocess, like, hold on, because sometimes people will play you straight to your face and apologize immediately without you really having time to really just digest. Like, hold on, what the fuck happened? But Bondi, I wanted to specifically ask you, when I seen Simone, and you know why? Because you always be calling the girls gay. We be
I
keeping
do.
it.
Medicine is big.
So I was watching this episode and I was like, this episode was giving so much gay energy. It was giving so much. The way that Simone had like stepped up and straddled over Quad, like the way she walked up on her and kind of like was real close to her face, like, yeah, you know, you hear it was
She put her
giving.
pelvis out. She put her
Yeah,
pelvis
she
out.
put her pelvis out and
Like,
like kind of walked up on her, but it wasn't like she was bucking her chest at her. She was bucking
no.
her private
Yeah.
area, walking up on her like a dude, you know,
Oh
and then
my.
had her face real close. I was like, so are you? What is going on? It was so weird.
At some point, y'all gonna trust my expertise in this area. At some point, okay. Listen, I was watching 227, bitch. Sandra Clark said, "Okay, you trust everybody else in their field. You trust Sandra Clark about a man, bitch. You trust me about some gay shit. Okay, it's lesbian shit, but you trust me about some lesbian shit. Okay."
Yeah, that's absolutely what it is. It was so much sexual energy the way that she walked up to her, and I'm like, why are you doing? Why are you walking up on her like that? What?
Hollering.
It's another thing, the fact that so like if your husband know you won't fuck a bitch, right? If your husband know you won't fuck somebody, they might be like, babe, it's okay. Like, fuck her. You know what I'm saying? Or like they may have the energy, babe, it's okay. You can be friends with her. Like the way Cecil invited Quad didn't tell Simone because he wanted them to kind of have a moment like they did. It also makes me wonder if the conversation they've had in, behind the scenes let him know that she feels more about this than she's letting on and it's coming from another place. Like, I need you to be okay with Quad because it's really bothering you more than you want to admit.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? And that might be on some level because, like, I'm sorry, but a lot of older women don't know what to do with the feelings they may have when they have them, if that's the feelings that they have. If that's not their generation, they don't know what the fuck to do with feelings like that. But on top of that, I'm gonna say I also feel like just on a simplistic level, I don't like the way from the beginning everybody decided that Quiet was some young girl that they could son. And Simone specifically is somebody that I feel like befriends people, but will also like kind of have a superiority complex. And I think she did that with Simone. I mean, with Quad. And so, you want Quad to always be like bowing down and acting like she's some younger woman to you, and she doesn't do that. And so now you have an issue. And I think that's kind of like progressed over the years because wasn't Simone Quad's doctor too at some point? And I feel like it might have been the same thing for Sweet Tea. Like Simone is always somebody's doctor. And I think she feels like that puts her in a position where people shouldn't be handling her like she a regular woman. You know what I mean? I think a lot of doctors have that mentality, in all honesty. That's how I be feeling about Dr. Heavenly Husband. Dr. Lane.
Mm.
You think because you're a fucking doctor and you've been able to hide your wholeness, like then all of a sudden we supposed to be handling you like you not the average word. Like, girl, listen, whenever y'all ready to get into that part. But I'll just say when it comes to Quad and Simone, I could understand like there's a level of I'm attracted to women, but I know that's not what I'm supposed to do. So I can have an amount of an aggression or an imbalance in my relationships with them where I am mad at them in a way that seems like, why are you this mad about somebody? Like you're not fucking like why are you like this about it? And I can see that with Simone and Jackie in heaven. Go ahead, y'all.
Okay. Let's talk about Dr. Heavenly and Sweet Tea. Child, the short answer is that Dr. Heavenly does not, in my opinion, respect her. She's young. The same energy that gave the quad with little girl, she's gonna now put that off on Sweet Tea. I feel like Heavenly could potentially be tired of beefing with these ladies, and now she got this new meat, and she rather beef with Sweet Tea, even though Contessa gonna bring it to her every time. She
Listen,
rather go over there to Sweet Tea, and I'm here for anything Sweet Tea want to dish back at Heavenly, because Heavenly ass be doing too much. For you to sit up there and try and label that lady husband as, did she say a PDF file or something like that?
She did at some point, yeah.
Yeah, like you was out of line, but if somebody do that to you, you pressed about it. Like, let somebody do daddy any kind of way. I just don't think that's right. So I do kind of slick hope that Sweetie give Heavenly what she looking for just a little bit
Absolutely,
this
especially when she
season.
heard it with that "don't know bitch need to be talking to my man." When I'm just like somebody. I don't promote violence, but if Sweet Tea lost her shit like Portia did Kenya on that stage and was at her last, I mean, I get it.
I honestly, girl, I agree. I'm tired of Heavenly feeling like she can go above and beyond on people, and when they respond to her, it's like, you talk about that, I'm gonna talk about your man. Bitch, you talked about that lady first, and you really took it below the belt first. Talking about how she can't have kids and all of that. Yeah, we all agreed that Sweet Tea was being basically a dumb country bumpkin coming on this show waving her pussy in the air like it was gonna be better than quads. And you don't even know that man like that. Like you played yourself out talking about, oh, I'm gonna have a baby for bitch. You don't know if you could have a baby. So it's stupid for you to even leave with your coochie. You never leave with your coochie, bitch. That's the law of a classy based woman. You don't lead with your coochie, bitch. You have all these other things, and then you surprise them with tight coochie, okay? But you don't lead with it, Mariah Lynn. Okay. So when she came out talking about, oh, I could give you a baby, but you don't even know that. So you played yourself on that end. So I can understand. Also, I feel like I'm with Heavenly on a front of people already have feelings about Dr. Gregory because of what happened with Quiet. And you come on the show feeling like it's your job to defend him because you his wife. But bitch, we knew him longer than you, and we got issue and feelings about him based on what happened with Quiet. So when you come in feeling like you need to defend him, understand you're gonna catch that heat too. So I get that. But I also feel like, bitch, you pretended to be cool with that girl because you thought that that was advantageous for you for this show. You was the first one posting Sweet Tea trying to piss Quiet off. And then you turn around and flip on her and try to embarrass her. So she bring up what she know about you. And now you mad acting like, it's not fair game. I'm sorry, Heavenly, but Dr. Damon is fair game. Not only are you on a reality show, but so is he. So if you could talk about Sweet Tea's ovaries, she can talk about the fact that your cute dog ass husband probably cheated on you at some point, which is why you act all weird and shit whenever he talks to any woman for longer than 5 seconds.
Try. Thanks
Hmm.
for the super chat, Yoli. I really think the Whitney was cute.
Cute. It
It
was.
kind of
Yeah,
was.
that's a
It
cute idea.
was. I
Yeah,
like. I
That
love
was
the
a cute
fact
it
that
was
idea.
she
cool.
like showed up in lowriders and had that cute little outfits on. I was mad at Heavenly for that wig because I was
Me
Yeah,
like
what
too.
the fuck?
a bad
The wig on
wig
top of the wig.
Only to take it off and not even
only
weird
to
for
take it
real.
off. Like you really could have wore like a cute little 24 piece. You could have had somebody do you a quick little cute, quick weave that would have hit that
Insanity.
90s point. Okay. But that's how you know she was lame back then. That's how you know her and Phaedra. That's why y'all don't have pictures from back then because y'all was lame as fuck and y'all wasn't with the culture during that time.
Mm.
Heavenly ass, oh, you might have been at it, but you look lame. You probably had a stiff roller wrap. You probably was
Phaedra
like,
had
"Whoa."
wigs?
I ain't seen no pics,
Phaedra,
but
no, I don't think so. Why she
Oh,
come through there
damn.
looking like a city girl though?
no, she come through there looking like a city girl now. But see, in the fucking early 90s, she probably looked like a white girl. She probably had on leg warmers. Okay. She probably was trying to look like Lisa Turtle or some shit like that. Think about it. She is Lisa Turtle, okay? But yeah, she wouldn't have been given like hood tastic. Because when you remember when she first came on Real Housewives of Atlanta with all her little dresses and tea, tea hats and scarves over her legs, all for her to bring out a midget with a big
I
dick.
don't know the
Girl,
real Phaedra. She be giving cosplay all the time.
she do. The fact
She
that she
ate that
played so
confessional up
old.
though on that cosplay. I need her to get rid of that blonde wig, but that red, she
No,
ate
she
that
be
down.
looking
I
good.
don't
She
remember
looks
that look.
good. She looks good. It's just her energy is fake. Like we don't know what to expect from you. So I saw like Jamie. I saw 'cause I don't know if you saw it, but I'm sure you saw it because you added questions to it. Sweet T's live that the other Jamie
Oh
did.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So here's the thing. I was listening to that, and here's my only thing with Sweet T when it comes to Phaedra. Why do you think Phaedra your friend, girl? Phaedra is not. Phaedra is your husband, friend. And I feel
Mm.
like at some point you are going to confide in that woman, and she is going to take whatever you confide in her back to your husband, and it's going to be an issue for you and not a good one. So that's why I'm like, you keep calling Phaedra your friend and saying she's a good person, da 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 da. You don't know that lady. Because at the end of the day, the way she lied on Candy, the way she straight faced it at that reunion and has never taken accountability or responsibility in any type of way for that shit, I just kind of feel like that let me know the type of person Phaedra is. Phaedra's only good to her kids. Please, please,
Mm.
please be clear. Only good to her kids and maybe her
I
mama.
was so tired of seeing her and Portia on that press run on the Bravo fan thing this week. Oh my gosh, they eating each other up. She talking about, oh, we jumped right back where we were. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that Phaedra came, even though Kenya left. And I was just thinking, right back where y'all ended, where was that? With Phaedra, why would you do that? Phaedra, tell me it isn't true.
I can't.
I
Like
remember the dress in the shortcut, bitch. Jesus.
everything. Yes. Huh? What? Oh
I'm
my
glad you
god.
mentioned Portia.
And you can't tell me them hoes didn't coochie bump. You can't tell me them hoes didn't kiss once or twice. You can't tell me them hoes
Mm-mm.
not share a long dildo together. Bitch, you can't tell me. Because when I tell you, think about it, freaking frack, all they used to do was shake ass on one another and then dance on each other. Bitches like that. And plus, when you find out what Portia really into, y'all, Portia was trying to spray Candy because that's what she was into as well. Fucking on women when you get drunk so you can act like, what? Who said that? Girl, get the fuck out here. Both of y'all didn't ate some coochie before. Period.
Imani says all the other ladies gave old Atlanta Freaknik, but Dr. Hemley must have thought she was at a Halloween party. Thank you for
Yeah,
the
she was
And
confused.
so did Phaedra.
She did. You thought, I mean, Phaedra looked like she was
Right.
at the Freaknik to me
She
with the
didn't. To
colorful
me,
wig.
she was giving Cardi B or somebody or City Girl. It was given. It wasn't given Freaknik to me. It wasn't.
You
So
think
what it's
Mm-mm.
so?
giving? It's
The
giving.
30-inch wig. Wasn't nobody wearing
No,
30-inch wigs.
not back then. People was wearing their
Maybe
regular
not.
natural roller wraps or sewing. But I'm gonna tell you what it is though. It's because back then she was lame and overweight. Like no need to play, but it's given. All
Mhm.
I wore was big t-shirts and jeans. I ain't know how to dress back then. That's why I don't know how to. I don't know what to wear now. Because back then I was lame and I was insecure and I wasn't cute like that. I was having a good time, bitch. Yeah, okay, fine. But the way you said your mama locked you in the basement, it's it's giving you ain't know how to dress or what to do. And when we look at old pictures of you and Dr. Damon, you had a stiff roller wrap, ma'am. Like you didn't know how to dress
Mhm.
yourself until you got on this show.
Child. Well,
But I appreciate you though, Dr. Heavenly, because you look good now, bitch. Like listen, bitch, as an old bitch, you look better than you did as a young bitch. Congratulations, you done what most can't.